again, ladies and gentlemen. A good morning to you all. I welcome you to the Pondis Media. We thank you for being with us. We thank you for watching our videos. Kindly follow us on YouTube, search Pondis Media. We're also available on Twitter. I've already put the topics of discussion. Keep tweeting. We shall be reading your comment straight away in the studios. My name is Chove John Vianney, and I'm the moderator of today's program. Hashtag KJV on it. Hashtag KJV. Thank you so much. So straight away today, it is a privileged moment. We are very much having an opportunity to invite the GRC elect at the School of Languages, Literature and Communication. This is a man from Nachisunga, Mukono. People from Nachisunga are very much represented to today's program. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you that this is the managing director of Pondis Media, Maseluka Robert, GRC elect. Sir, you are most welcome to this program. We thank you for having honored this invitation. Can you say hi to our listeners?
Yes, to all our listeners, of course, good morning, and hopefully everyone is well. Thank you for tuning in, and let's get started as we bring in our ideas, and as I welcome you to the show. Of course, it's Pondis Media.
Thank you so much for that brief introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be looking at two topics. One, we are going to look into the nitty-gritty of the online system of voting, how effective it was. We want to see the ramification. Will it be important in Makerere University? And then secondly, we shall be looking into the short period this guild house has to execute to reach our demands. First and foremost, Mr. Maseluka Robert, I want to congratulate you upon the tremendous and magnanimous success you achieved from being a class monitor, and right now you are an honorable. So it is a very remarkable achievement. Thank you so much for that. So briefly, I want you to tell us the gist or the snippet of what happened during the online system. What was your experience in short?
So for the elections that just happened on the 1st of December, the constitution, or the statute that was gazetted, very well elaborated that elections are going to be online unless communicated by the council.
Yes,
so
please.
It happens that if there are any changes, then it should be from the council to communicate whether elections are going to be virtual, whether they're going to be physical.
Yes.
So for this time around, because of the death of our brother, the 14th of July, they decided that to remove all this hooliganism, to avoid the death of students and all this violence that
So the issue of online voting was basically to eradicate or to limit hooliganism that takes place during the physical elections.
Exactly. Yes. So elections were supposed to be online according to the instruction from the council.
Yes.
But this is not final. Probably the next time that we are having the elections, if the council wakes up on the right side of the issue, they may say, because the other ones were online, let us have these ones physical. But the reasons they will have given us,
Yes.
because the powers remain to them.
Yes, please.
Yes. So according to the question that you have asked, how it was, of course it had advantages and disadvantages. Let me start with the advantages. I'm very positive. It helped. It got us to the goals that we wanted. I would like to say that if the council wanted to bring an end to hooliganism,
Yes, please.
if it wanted to bring an end to violence, then it achieved it. Campaigns were peaceful. It involved intellectual interactions. Yes, people were not based on who has more power, basing on masculinity. It was now based on who has the bigger brains more than the other, who can reason,
who can mitigate issues.
Yes, which camp can articulate issues, which camp can sue people on its side. You get? So it helped to do that. The next point is online helped with preserving the funds.
Okay.
Yes. We had a few people seated in a room to control this system.
I understand.
Unlike the other time where we have to have on all the 21 schools. Yes, we have to have on all the colleges, on all holders of residences. We have people there, they must be provided light, they must be paid. Yes? So this helps it preserves the funds. And for the fact that office is going to be 3 months, really we never needed to spend a lot of money on an election that is
because
going
of
the time period that we are going to be in. Yes?
Please.
I don't believe we can spend a 1 billion on candidates that are going to have 3 months
in office.
In office.
Okay.
Yes? So it helps to preserve funds.
Yes, please. So about the disadvantages,
yes,
does it have any negativity in it that we need to actually to change drastically if we are told we are to continue with the system?
Yes, I want us to understand that now. You see that there is a question it's called the communication for development.
I understand.
I think there is modernity and there is that postmodernism.
Yes.
We have not reached that postmodernism, but we are at a time of understanding that we are modernizing.
Yes, please.
If we are modernizing, we need to come to a standard. Yes, and a psychological basement that we are now getting into a place where we cannot go away or run away or try to exclude ourselves from the virtual system.
Yes, please.
We have seen all this transpiring, even in the media. Yes?
Yes, please.
Media is online. Yes? Even right now, who you are talking to us, you are using your own data. It should be understood that this has transferred to all sectors, including the freedom of voting.
Yes, please.
Now, there are people that cannot go to places of voting. Yes?
Yes.
They should be. Don't they have a right simply because they cannot move? If a right is to all, then it should meet them to their places of convenience.
Yes, please.
Are we together? So yes, we need to understand. We moved to modernization, and we modernize, and we went to virtue. But then, how we bring this system into people? Yes, how we educate them about the system, how things are going to be. That should be the question. Because even if someone remains at their place and their only option is to vote online and they don't know what to do online, then it is a wastage of time. Yes, there must be mobilization. People must be brought to notice how things must be moved. Right now, we had an election that was online. You find a year 3 student who did not update the portal. You get that point?
I understand.
A year 4 student that didn't update the portal. You find the student that are voting there saying, when are we voting? You say, please, I'm requesting for your vote. Can I help you vote? When are we voting?
People were not even aware.
People were not informed. That awareness is all we need. And in a period of time like this, where people need to be informed, where information is all over, ignorance sometimes is by choice because information is everywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
So you decide to be ignorant.
You just decide to be ignorant. Information is there. People spread whatever it takes. Different candidates. I saw that NUP candidates taking through the stages of how to vote.
Yes, please.
The NRM did that. You get. Meaning, even when you never wanted to listen to NUP, there was NRM. Look at NRM. Yes.
Of your affiliation.
And any other person understanding that this generation, we shouldn't be on grounds of if NRM has sent certain information, then you start to bias the information there.
Because it is coming from NRM.
Because it is coming from NRM. Those are the grounds that we have got.
Yes, please.
Yes. So we need to sensitize. We need to get students aware because this is their right. They pay for their money for whichever gear I say that is paid in the house there. Because of the 40,000 students in MAKERERE University that wake up one day and pay their functional fees, and that is where we are.
Okay, thank you so much for that mitigation. But even another question is going to take the same line because we saw the voters turn up. Then it was about 10,000 students, and actually even the physical elections. If you remember the voting of Nambasa, it was also around the total number of voters. They were around 10,000 students out of the 40,000 students we are having in MAKERERE University. And I expected actually the number to be less than that. So what caused this somehow an increment? It's not an increment, but it is a constant voting turn up because I expected it to be actually very low. So how do you relate it? What caused it basically to be like on the same level?
I think I will still go back to awareness.
So
Let me tell you,
yes, please.
Makerere University students do not know that each of them, there are people that have not looked through the budget of their functional fees.
Yes.
They don't know that they pay for the guild representatives. They know that they are the ones that pay the guild president. The awareness should come by involving students into the politics. People think that by voting any of the DRCs or any of the presidents, it remains unto them.
Yes.
Let's give them such that they go probably. They think this is just a normal thing. Like DRC should not be looked at as a normal thing. Actually, these people are subject to penalty.
I understand.
Yes, for what they are not doing. This is students' money, my dear. And students have the right the moment they. Let me tell you. We pay tuition.
So you mean it is our responsibility to put you on tension?
Exactly.
To ask you for service delivery.
And it is your right, to demand
for the service.
For the service.
Yes, please.
Because you pay for it. I don't want any DRC around to masquerade around, or any guild president to masquerade around as if he's helping the students. Students just put you there to provide the service. Simple. And as long as you cannot provide the service, you are no less than a puppet in the city that you are in.
Somebody said that the most stupid customer is the student. That he pays for a service, but most of the time they don't demand for it.
Yes, but you need to understand, how will we do all this? Yes. You cannot demand on something that you are not informed about.
I understand.
It gets on to the ground level. Inform students. Let them understand that electing a GRC, electing a guild president, it is their right, because it is going to help this one student.
Yes.
To bridge that gap with the administration.
Okay.
Yes, a student and an administrator. In between there is a GRC, in between there is a guild president. Yes?
Yes, please.
As you can go to a lecturer and say, please, can you get out of my office? I don't think a lecturer can say that to GRC. Okay. A lecturer, yes, we can say he can say that to GRC, but with respect.
Yes, please.
The response that you would have got without power is different when you have power.
Yeah.
Yes?
Of course, power checks power.
Exactly.
So
we need to understand that students must realize they must get involved into these things.
Yes.
They must have the budget. Yes? Students must know the budget. Who has got to how much, for which reasons. And I think for any other reasons,
yes,
that is where I come in now. We should have the fourth estate into the guild house.
Give us an elaboration about that.
This is what I mean.
Yes.
If students need to be informed about these things, let's have the media. Let's have students go into get footage on camera.
Are they allowed at the moment in the guild house?
Currently they are not, but who is supposed to do that? We are supposed to do that ourselves. Yes, I want students to understand that these are the puppets you brought into the house. Yes. Or really, you brought the right people into the house.
Yes.
Through how they treat issues. I want 1 or 3 people that are working as media into the house, have their cameras. If this thing needs to run on YouTube channel, students need to follow that we are in the house. That people need to understand that a certain DRC from a certain school has been silent for the last 5 sittings, yet we only have 9.
So you want to embarrass people?
Not embarrassment.
What is
people
it?
Need to understand. People need to understand because they have a right to that.
Yeah.
They need to hold these people accountable. Why are you silent?
Yeah.
Of what reason are you in the house? That is the position we need to get.
Yes.
And that's why we need the media in. We have seen it in parliament.
Yes, please.
Yes. And if it is done in parliament by journalists,
why not?
don't you think we don't have journalists here in Makerere University?
We have, definitely.
I'm talking about objective journalists that are going to go into the house, take footage. Someone told me objectivity will kill me one time. We'll go into the house, cover. Yes?
Yes, please.
Let students know that this is happening. The budget that has been released is this. Let us have a follow-up. Let us have these things by a forehead. You requested for this money. How did you use it? As the people come to give us their budgets and how they used the money, let us be involved in it. This is your money. I want to tell every Makererian here, this is your money.
Yeah, and I think that is the challenge you have been having, because most of the times in Makerere University, our democracy ends at voting. After voting, we tend to forget what we have actually voted. We don't follow up. We don't ask for the accountability. We just hear that people have stolen money, people have taken this, but at the end of the day, we don't follow up. If you want it to be implemented, I think it will be a remarkable achievement.
I was in year one when I had the issues of one having stolen money, swindling.
Yeah.
It was also alleged on one of the guilty presidents that when she was academic minister, when she was academic minister, 13 million got lost around her office. You get?
Yeah, I get it.
We don't need to just hear this from hearsay. Let us have this per account. If the academic minister, if people have issues with the academic minister, let him or her come out straight into the media and say, please, this is the money. Yes, this is how it was used. Please, I put all allegations aside. Yes, they are not. I'm still standing as this. This was my budget, and this is how I accounted for it. I want to remove all rumors. You cannot keep grudging the people that you're not even next to. Yes. Someone is cursing an academic minister who they have never seen. You know that there are students who don't know how many positions a guild minister has.
Of course.
Or the guild cabinet.
Even we don't know the cabinet. How many
they even don't know the ministers.
Even the position we don't know.
If we can get on a level where one can ask who is the guild president of Makerere University, where one can ask who is the minister of finance, where one can ask who is the minister of academics. When you came for academics, then there is no reason why we are called intellectuals in here.
Okay, thank you so much for that brief introduction. And as we move further, I want to ask you about your victory. How do you relate your victory? Was it tremendous? Was it ridiculous? Was it unbelievable? I mean, did you get what you expected? And what made you actually to be the winner in the race? Because you had a lot of candidates.
Yes, we had a lot of candidates. But I think we need to understand. There is a book called The Voter in this place. We need to understand how the dynamics of the voting works. Let me tell you, I want to say, if it wasn't for the voters, I wouldn't be called here, and probably you wouldn't have called me.
Of course, I could be maybe calling you as a class monitor, as people say.
Class representative, class monitor looks like I'm still in baby class.
Oh,
but
it is a literal statement.
But I love it. I'm monitoring. I don't know who I'm monitoring anyway.
Okay.
But yes, I want to say, this is because of them. But then you realize the voting turn-up was low. Yes, we had the win, but the voting turn-up was low. A colleague of mine that was standing at another position, and he lost the election. Yes, and yet we had the same voters. It looked so bad. Yes, the voting turn-up was low. When our own people stand up on those positions, even however much you want to sleep, even when the voting is in Uganda and there is a transport, you travel there and have a take for these people. Yes. So the voting turn-up was low. I think that was the only disappointment. Yes, we won, but the voting turn-up was low. If last time we had the best candidate with over 260 votes, 237 votes, yes, and right now we have the best candidate with 130.
So it is really unfortunate.
So
what really caused that? Is it because of elections were delayed too much? Is it the only
elections?
system?
We can say elections were delayed, but even when they returned, we started to feel the fight that elections have returned. And then the other thing would be people were sensitized. Yes, I think we just sat down. So I told someone, please vote for me, and he told me, but you have already gone through. You even don't need my vote. But if you can get to that standard where someone, when he knows that you have gone through,
there is no need of
voting you. Because and this person is an intellectual. I'm on some other business thing. Even if I don't vote for you, I've gone through.
How come?
I don't know where these people get the confidence. But I want to thank the voters.
Okay.
For those who voted, you did your part. We have seen these things in history. We know how voting counts. We know how it makes sense. We know how it brings us to the right side of the issue. We know how it is the voice of God. I don't want to reject that.
Okay.
So by us not voting, it is negative. Yes. It puts us aside from the right that we are supposed to have, an inalienable right.
Oh, thank you so much. As we move further, I want to ask you. I know you are not a materialistic man.
Yes.
You're not interested in so much privileges.
Yes.
And I don't know whether you competed for the position of GRC because you want the privileges that encompasses the position.
Yes.
But I understand there are some privileges.
Yes.
So what are they? Oh, it is just
in the house.
Yeah, as a GRC, leave along as a position. But I want you
I think
basically.
the GRC, the Constitution provides one to have 80,000 per city.
Only.
Yes, and then probably only seems like the moment you say only, you have subjected the money to small.
To it being very little.
Yeah, to it being small. But yeah, 80K. And then probably for the guild ministers to make their budgets. Yes. Yeah. But I think starting for GRC, we should look beyond the 80K. You get?
Yes.
I don't think I came for GRC to get 80K.
That's why I've been asking you.
No. That is so little money.
Okay.
To fight for position, to invest into a campaign for a long period of time to only get 80K per city.
Okay.
And sittings are supposed to be 9. So for one to be a normal GRC, you may get out of the house with only 720,000.
Okay.
But we have seen people investing millions in
course.
GRC race.
I've seen them.
Yes. I think this goes beyond just looking at the 80K and you get to the point of let me serve the student. It is because of the demand. It is because of a one MAKERERE that is there that does not have marks, that is having issues with the graduation and the feeling that we have for us to stand. And that is what we are working for.
Okay.
The 80K we can even see it. We can, let me tell you, I don't know about other GRCs, but I can go into that seating and as long as the ideas we have brought on table work, we don't need the 80K. I don't need the 80K. Let what we have brought on the table put into consideration. Yes. The 80K shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I will still repeat and say 80K shouldn't be an issue for a person that has studied for 4 years and they have missing marks. It is better for us to listen to a one person that has spent 4 years in MAKERERE University and they are not graduating to be considered than you to just go and sit and get 80,000.
Okay.
We have not got to that level.
All right.
And for the leaders, we are going to modernity. We have not gone to a level of where we look beyond people's service in the form of being materialistic way of getting money in the house.
Okay. Thank you so much. I think we can have a short break and then we come back. Thank you so much, our dear viewers and listeners, wherever you are. I welcome you from that short break. So as we come to the evening of this show, I want us to go through briefly a few things as we conclude. So, Master Luka Robert, I want you to tell me, very many people talk about when they go into power, they talk about 100 days. In 100 days, I'm going to execute this. I'm going to make sure that I'm done with such kind of service. So I want you to tell us what are your basics, your direction of service. What are you really going to focus on as you look into the achievements and the failures of your predecessors in the same position?
We have seen them say 100 days and nothing happens in 100 days. Haven't you seen that?
We have seen it.
And our term now has decreased from 90 days because it is 3 months.
From
so it is
90
not
even
days.
100 days.
It is not 100. We are now around, we have been sworn in. Now we are around 75 days.
So it is below 100.
It is below 100.
Okay.
But even when I know in these 75 days, there is something that can be done.
Yes, it is.
For the people that you see, if people knew it is only 3 months, we don't need even to vote. You get? But the fact that they came and casted their ballot, yes, and they voted, they believed that in these 3 months, through these people we have seen, there can be a change before they leave. Yes? There are things that we are working on to make sure. For example, at the school that I represent, I was not going to be ERC because of missing the marks. Marks that were displayed on the notice board, and they don't appear on the portal. Let me tell you, I was voted today before swearing in the next day. 3 Air Force called me. Sir, we now know you are big.
Even before swearing in.
Please help us. Go to courses, correct our year 1 marks. The marks they are calling me for to correct. I was not in the MAKERERE. Go to courses, correct our marks because they are releasing the graduation. You can imagine. You can imagine.
Even before the powers of the office.
And I didn't even say, but I've not been sworn in. They are there.
You had to respond positively.
And they are happy there. Very happy. Because in my first day of service before swearing in, I got them connection that are getting them marks. Yes. You get. So I wish that is our only prayer. Let me tell you, if all of us here have our marks, even when the whole MAKERERE gets banned, yes, we come back when our marks are on the portal. Okay. Are we together?
Yes.
I've not come here to promise a building.
I understand.
I've not come here, but the main cause here, I had the GLC who promised students to pay for them tuition if they vote for them. I want to say that for us that have got the advantage to serve, even when it is 75 days, even if it were 3 days, let us do it fully, knowing that the people that seconded us to this position knew that we had a few days, but still stood up and seconded us to this
because they're expecting something.
Exactly. And so for that cause I will stand.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So this question is not basically targeting you, but I know you are supporting the NOP candidate.
Yes.
And if I may say,
and I think that is okay. Anyone in the camera should be okay understanding that I was supporting the NOP candidate.
Yes, Mr. Ali.
We shouldn't be apologetic about who one should be supporting.
Okay.
Yes.
But my point of concern is, I know you are somehow like identical twins with Mr. Ilion's Lawrence Dangote.
Many of them say I don't know, but I'm handsome by the way. You cannot compare me to the guilty president.
Oh, okay. So I see it is becoming a tug of war. It is becoming very difficult from anybody from national resistance movement to win the guilty presidency in MAKERERE. If you look into 5 years back, most of them have been moved candidates or from opposition. So what is really causing this? Should we say that no good presidents are like executing services, are very competent more than the colleagues from national resistance movement? So what is your opinion about that?
Now, if you read the Andrew Haywood book, Politics, he states that in regimes that have overstayed, yes, youths come to grounds, yes, and involve themselves, yes, please, in change of government. It is mostly youth, probably those old in age, or those that are not youths have probably got comfortable, or the younger cannot. So the youths have it, and now we know the relationship between the government and the youths of this generation. Yes. Now the fact that we have that gap, I want to say that which every opposition has raised the guild presidents
Yes.
in Makerere University. The opposition on top raised the guild president. We know how FDC took us all through before the coming of NUP.
Because even UID.
UID.
There.
Yes, I think I've had only one NRM president. And that is then you get before opposition even got high when NRM was doing to its best. Now that these youths allegedly they are attaching everything to Bobby Wine, yes, and they want change. You get? That could be point number one.
Change is the fact.
Change. Cannot. You see that the last time we were saying vaccinate the junta.
Which where?
You get the point.
Melting magma.
We are removing the dictators.
Of course.
You get the point. So I think that could be point number one. Point number two, yeah, intellectuals. We should just get off the point of supporting, attaching ourselves to political parties, just like this constitution has said, non-partisan. And we support candidates that can put things in place. When the guild president was swearing in, he made a very nice statement. But I'm swearing in as an NUP candidate right now. But we should get on grounds where we are not supporting people because of NUP. Because I'm going to the whole Makerere that is full of youth students. It gets back to our one Makerere.
Yes.
Are we together? So we should get on grounds where I'm not going to stop voting with someone because they are NRM. The love I had for Dangote, if he ever woke up one time, because we all have preferences, the intellectualism of the candidates, the logic, how we will sit on the table and reason with the people, that is what we are interested in. If an NRM candidate comes on those grounds, are we together? Let me tell you, these Makererians, the intellectuals, they will consider. Yes. So the candidates that we raise will determine matter. I'm looking forward to the next guild elections, where it shall be non-partisan. I want to see a Makererian now making a decision, not basing on a political party, but basing on how far people can serve.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much. So as we conclude, I would just like you to comment about this. You know, right now you're becoming too busy, I will not say. So, and you are holding a lot of positions. You are class lead, you are GRC right now, and even maybe other positions will be coming in. But do you have any hope of resigning from being a class lead, or you're going to still execute the duties concurrently? Won't you be like greedy for positions? Some sort of...
I've been thinking of that. But I wanted to be off-class representative in my year. But the demand of the people.
Oh.
Yes? People never wanted to hear that I'm going off. But I want us to appreciate that the fact that now I've run for another position. Yes? I want us to allow other people. We are not here to be dictators. Are we together? Yes, if you can have another class representative. One of the doctors was asking me, who should I work with this time? The fact that you are in year 3. He thought that when I was in year 3, I was class rep, so I'm in year 3. I'm going to give him another name to work with.
But see, you were the same person.
I was the same person. And we all laughed. You see, we have this conversation with the lecturer.
Okay.
But yes, we need a class representative.
If people are willing to change,
If people are willing
you have
to change,
no problem.
and if we have leaders that are going to work.
Thank you so much. So let us conclude, because concluding we must. So what are your last statements? Which words, which package you have to your voters briefly as we end the show?
To my voters outside there, I would like to say, and I will still say, thank you so much as a team and as a people that we have worked with. But without you, we wouldn't have been in this position. And the fact that you voted us is evidence. And it will always be evident that you expect something from us. We are looking forward to executing that. And I don't believe any of us will be a disappointment to the people that elected us. We hope for the best, and for anything, we are working as a team. If we are demanding for something, we are working with the team. My role here is to just act like a leader that you trusted. I'm not going to do anything that is contrary to the team work. If we are demanding for something, I'm demanding it with you, my voters. If we are chasing anything, I'm chasing it with you. I'm just acting as a lead to the things that we want to achieve. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Masoluka Robert, for this fortunate moment you have given us. With that, we end the show and wish you good luck.